YouTube? We got shit to do and little time to do it. Here's a quick update. I own a Range Rover now. This thing's falling apart. My Highlander died, and so did my Volvo. Oh yeah, I didn't tell y'all. I had a Volvo between the Highlander. Y'all might not even know I had a Highlander. Yeah, my mom crashed her Highlander. She owns a Pilot now. I bought my own Highlander. I hated that, so I sold it. Bought a Volvo, it blew up. I bought a GMC Acadia, and a Range Rover just randomly appeared in my yard, so that's mine now. And here's a Tahoe. Right, we got shit to do and little time to do it. Also, there's someone on the phone right over there. He just wanted to join in. Yeah, whatever he said. So we got lots to do and little time to do it. Including cleaning the garage and stuff. Snowstorm. So let's start with the first thing and the quickest thing. Fixing that Range Rover's fuck-ass tail light. Okay. So what happened was, I don't remember, but somehow this one got cracked. This is an upgrade, and there's a pool of water in it now. I just opted to get a new one because I picked that up for like 80 bucks. So I did really good on it. So we're just gonna quickly remove the screws out of it, take it out, and move the resistor over and call it a day. Rover. All right, let's move this gingered Asian out of the way. Need that drill. I dropped the phone on the last clip and it knew to pause. That was weird. Anyway, here's the tail light. Just gonna take this out real quick. Wrong way. I would usually have a headlamp. I just don't with me right now because I'm lazy. He can confirm I'm usually pretty lazy.
Alright, so like, yeah.
Anyway. So that right there, the yellow or orange, whatever, and those two tapped wires are the resistor wires for this one. This can just fall because clearly it's not gonna matter. Let's see if I can pull it out. Yeah, like such. I'm gonna pull off this tape. Yes, I taped this on. I had to get it past regulation for North Carolina, at least somewhat of a degree. So just taped it on. What?
It was a cheap fix.
Literally. Actually, you know what? I'll just... There we go. I can fix the lens and sell this for 200 bucks, which honestly I might just do. But so far, I mean, like I said, the lens is like 50 bucks, but I opted to get the new one anyways because it looked like it was in better condition than this one was anyways. I took this from a junkyard, but you know what? Oh, Lord, you don't even have to do that. Look at all the water in there. Jeez. Yikes. I wish I could show you this. It's bad. Like, really bad. Let's take this with me. Go to the new one and transfer some wires. Attach this to the new one. Tried my best with glue. Fix the box cutter. Now we're just gonna try and tap into the wires as best as we can because I'm a lazy bastard. So we're gonna see what we can do. Okay, YouTube will find this funny. I took my box. I broke the box cutter. I don't know. While trying to remove the resistor pack, I just kind of broke it. And because I'm too lazy to go back to the car and grab the screwdriver, I'm just gonna use whatever random tools I have to pry this off. I'm quite lazy when it comes to this, I ain't gonna lie. But it doesn't really matter anyways. Both of these units are pretty fucked up. Huh?
The car doesn't deserve the tools.
Probably not, no. That's fine. Here's the old v new comparison. I'm showing Mr. Mystery Man too.
Okay.
Yeah. It's absurd.
The brakes, maybe?
The whole
That's the
assembly!
That's water. Never mind.
Oh my god. Okay, so I was a lazy bastard. I broke this by accident. So I just took this and just hope this works. I'm just gonna cover up in some tape and crimp for Jesus. And crimp for Jesus and hope for the best and cover it up in some tape. All right, we're good now. Final. Yes, he's still here. I don't know what he's doing though.
I'm driving. Anywhere.
He's playing a video game. But
I'll sit down.
anyway, this is what we did here. Looks like ass, but let's get it in and see if it works. All right, now with this plugged in, we're going to push it in all the way. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Now we're going to start the car and see if it works. the biggest thing we're looking for is not if necessarily the taillights work, but if the turn signal does. Because in these, yes, it'll work, but it'll be high resistant, and then it'll act so funky and shit. So let's give this thing a crank. This thing's been sitting for 10 days straight. No one can hear you scream.
Little bad.
So what we're going to do is, that's a good sign. If it hyper flashes, that means it ain't working. But it appears that it's working. So the tail light appears to be fixed. Now we're going to test every other function. So I'm going to put my foot on the brake. That works. Count the turn signals, put it in reverse, set the parking brake. Fog light activated. Light there, fog lights there, bulbs there. We Gucci. All right, we're gonna screw it back in now. I'm talking to you.
Oh man, so like your battery sounds like it went down to 6.
On what?
The weight book.
It'll be fine, I hope.
How old is the battery?
It's pretty new bad. Actually, it's actually pretty old. The car's been sitting for a while, so what do you expect? All right, put this
Also,
back.
the battery from like 2019.
Yeah, it's true. It's got my old Volvo battery in it. Ugh. This car is low. Can't hear you. All right, you're back.
I remember you making a video of you buying the Volvo.
I did. That was the happiest day of my life. Okay, it got dark, so I think what I'm gonna do is call this a part video. Just say we fixed the Range Rover. Did its thing. And I'll come back to cleaning this later when I got daylight. But what I will do for the sake of everyone and Kelvin's soul, I shouldn't have said your name. Sorry.
People already know me.
Okay. Yeah, they can probably tell by your very monotone voice. Anyway, we're gonna start this Tahoe. Mostly because I want to see if it has lift or tick, but I know it doesn't because I got rid of that. Wow, I do not like that. All right.
I know you listen to Stupid Birds.
I listened to what?
Dave.
Shut up. We don't talk about that, Kelvin. You don't ask questions you don't need to know. All right, you got that there. The Tahoe sounds fine. Let's check to see if the OnStar's still working.
Ready. Thank you. Goodbye.
That is true. Not many people thought this died. I fixed it with an oil change because my mother doesn't know how to repair vehicles. Also, if anyone's wondering what the dashboard looks like, that's its own little video. You want to explain the story, sir?
It was slowly falling apart, and now it turned into this device.
You want to explain more about it?
Bryce he shouldn't be able to see his heater cord, so like, it's low-key just there, and
Wrong sentence! You're supposed to explain how I got another one!
well, basically, I was getting there. Anyway, he decided he got a new one for very cheap, and made a lot of other people angry because the seller had a lot of other people waiting.
I'm special. Anyway, so this is an upcoming video that will involve a very long project, I'm gonna try and record it. It's gonna be a very, very long thing. Whole dash, because this vehicle is getting a full resto. And it's even getting a new little logo soon. I'm gonna go to the back, you come with. We did a whole, parts buy. It's ready to go. You got parts in this box, new motor mounts here. This should be, yeah, new airbag cover thing, old XM module that failed to work right. All sorts of different parts, all things like that. Good things, really good things, really awesome things that are about to happen. And I will keep people updated because I know that they care. Yes, this vehicle's gay. Don't ask how I got that, I don't know. Don't say it, Kelvin. Don't you dare.
It would.
Okay, great. You weren't listening. All right. Bye, YouTube. See you soon.